All right, everybody. How you like that transition effect? It's one of my favorites. All right, we're finally here. My ear's been clogged up. I haven't felt good for the past 2 days. And we are going to try this razor I filmed part 1 on yesterday. I got it on setting 2. The reveal looks good. I don't see any extenuating gaps or anything like that in it. And we're also going to try Ariana and Evan's Tertius. Discovered that this word actually appears in Romans 6:22. It's the guy who actually wrote down Romans for the Apostle Paul. He was a scribe. Also, it means 3 all the way back in Latin, Greek, and Hebrew. It's an interesting word. I studied the etymology of the word. So what do we got going on here? We've got notes of leather. We've got notes of patchouli. We've got a little bit of rose. And there's one I'm leaving off, so I'll post it in the bottom. But it smells fantastic, and I was smelling it, and I was thinking, this reminds me of something, and reminds me of something very familiar. It reminds me of that. It reminds me a lot of this. They smell very, very similar. But this one's a little bit softer. I really like the smell of this. This is great. I'm gonna have to go back and get the spray. And not the spray, dum-dum. The aftershave splash. This would go good if you like, you know, Tom Ford. Oud. Oh, oud. That's the other thing that's in here is oud. Oud, my God, it smells good. So we're going to be doing the first shave with this face rake with good old Gillette Platinums. I wanted to use a blade that I'm familiar with. Okay, I'll set that there. I'm using my little bowl, the very first shaving bowl I ever bought. And I'm using my Yagi 22mm synthetic, which I like in this bowl. Let's make some leather, shall we? We're up to 226 subscribers, y'all. Oh my gosh. Within a week, I'll be as big as Geo Fatboy. Nut. Let's see if we can get a lather mixed up here. Next month, I think I'm going to do the Parthenon. I believe that's what it is. They had a razor that's adjustable, similar in nature to the Gillette Fat Boys of the day. Although it's not fat, it's rather slim, but it's in that vein of razor. Apparently the first one had buku problems, and Q-Shave pulled it and redesigned it, so they have a second version of it out. So I want to do that. I'm trying to look for things that I can afford to do on the channel that don't cost me an arm and a leg, and maybe one of these days when I get some monetization and some sponsors perhaps, I can do some more things. But you guys liked me enough to subscribe, and I want to try to bring you some content to watch. So you know what I'm saying? The soap seems pretty thirsty, I have to say. But there we go. It's looking pretty good. Now I've got about 4 or 5 days growth on my face. Yeah, this stuff is starting to look like egg whites. I think we can start shaving. Let's get it on. So I got another couple of videos I'm going to upload today. I tried some Chromo Palo Santo body wash, and I discovered from doing some research that it is a clone of Le Labo Cental 33, and that stuff is so expensive it makes Creed fragrances look cheap. But it's a weird fragrance. Some people say they smell pickles. Now, I don't have any Le Labo. I have the alt version of it called Simply Cental, and I bought it because I didn't know the difference. And when I first got it, I didn't like it. Now I like it. Yeah, this stuff has got a fragrance to it. I should have got the splash. All right, so there is one thing about this razor. This razor does not have any grabby on it, so you are going to want to dry your hands when you pick it up. Okay, we're starting off setting 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see. Ooh. Two's pretty good. Huh. Two's pretty good. But I think I already want to turn it up because it left a little behind. We're going to take it to a 3. All right, there we are. I moved it up to a 3. It's pretty smooth, I have to say. And one thing I know that I hear people complain about with the original Mercury Futur is this bulbous head. This thing is ridiculous. And if you look on the end there, you can see how much space you have between where the blade ends and the head ends. So this would be kind of tricky getting in certain areas. This would be a razor that I would use if I'm growing a mustache, and I just so happen to be doing that. Wow. So it's finally starting to cool down here in Texas. I'm very excited about that. I'm using cold water, by the way. And I think that the Gillette Platinum blade was the perfect blade to use for this. Wow. Not bad for a $20 razor. Oh, by the way, you guys are going to see this in a few videos because I want to use this a few times with various blades. I don't think it's fair that you review a razor and give it one shot. So what I'm going to do is try it with a few other blades. Alright, I'm going to wipe my face off real quick and see what I missed. Wow, that really ain't too bad, y'all. I'm gonna wet my face and we're gonna do it again. I will say that this soap seems to really like water. Let's put a little more on the brush. Yeah, you can smell the patchouli. I'm going to warn you, this scent may not be for everybody. It has a, smells good to me though. All right, so we're going to do 3 against the grain. I don't want to take it up any more than that. Next shave, I'll kick it up to a 4. But it, yeah, 4. But it did really good on 3. 2 was a little too weak. I'm probably going to end up giving this razor to a friend of mine. His name is Chandler. So if you're watching this, Chandler, let me know if you'd like to try this razor, because it might be just the ticket for your head shaves. All right, here we go. You can hear it. It's kind of loud. It's kind of loud. Let's go on the other side. How do you guys shave your faces? Do you do? I do one side and then go to the other side and work my way toward the middle. How about y'all? How do y'all do it? You do one side and then completely finish it and go to the other side? I like that. I like that thing for resting your finger in. The balance is a little off though. It's a little heavy on the end there. But remember, if you haven't seen the video where I showed you what I got in the box for this razor, go and watch that. Because for the money, it's pretty darn incredible. And I noticed one thing too. This thing rinses stupid easy. If you can see in the bottom there, there's little holes in the bottom. So all the shaving cream and stuff, you ought to see my sink. It's actually white. Looks like it snowed in the sink. As far as the soap goes, like Ariana and Evan's soap, there's enough residual slickness on here to where I can go back and touch a few things up. Yeah, this is going to require a 3rd pass. For sure. Flip. But you know what? This ain't a bad little razor. Is it as good as the $80 to $100 Futur from Merkur? Have no clue. Never used it. But on the merits of a $20 razor alone, not bad at all. You know what? That's not completely BBS, but it's close enough for me. Actually, it is. It is completely BBS. So I did that in 2 shaves. 2 passes. But you know what? For $20, considering you get a stand and you get a sheath and you get this little handy-dandy cleaning tool, and they even throw in some Q-shave blades, which I'm afraid of. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. And I would say if you wanted to try something in the general ballpark of the Mercura Futura, this would be a good place to start. And if you get the Futura and you like it, give this away to somebody. Make a great little Christmas present. Some guy in one of the Facebook groups I'm in said he bought a bunch of these and was going to give them away for Christmas presents. I may do that. I may be buying 2 or 3 of those and give these to one of my friends in my Bible study group, and you know, like my friend Chandler and my friend Tim. I think they would dig it, but I'm pretty impressed. Man, we're up to 226 subscribers. Thank you very much. I'll have this video posted tonight. Plus, I'm going to do a couple of reviews on the Santal body wash, and I'm going to do a review on the Alt Simply Santal cologne, because it's got some interesting things I want to talk about. But the only thing I'm going to do is put on a little aftershave. And since I don't have the splash for that, which I'm going to get off this video here in order, because that would be awesome. You know what? I could have used, if you have this and you have this, the aftershave for this would work for that. But anyway, let's do a little more. My face is hardly irritated. It did a really good job. I like it. I love it when I find a bargain. See, I'm more impressed when I find something that's inexpensive that does a good job than I am spending large amounts of money on something that should be good. You know, it's like the difference between a $500 bass guitar and a $2,000 bass guitar. $2,000 bass guitar better perform. But when you find a $500 instrument that plays like a $2,000 bass guitar, it makes you feel smart. This razor makes me feel kind of smart. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a blessed Wednesday. And remember, with all the things you're trying to get wisdom. It's the most important thing we can have. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.